It is day 118. It's beautiful out. It's about 6:15 in the morning. We're looking to do, well, some of us are looking to do 2.7. Some of us are wanting to do 16 something. And then go to the Yellow Deli whenever, resupply, do everything. Got word that the Yellow Deli restaurant part is closed for renovations, but if you stay in the hostel, then they will, of course, feed you. So you will get some of the food. I've heard good things about the food, so I really just wanted to try that while checking out what these people are about. But, if we gotta stay, so be it. I think I read that it's a donation-based kind of place, so we'll see what all that's about. But yeah, we're gonna walk for a while today and get into Rutland, Vermont. Landing strip. Cool. Okay. Very nice view. I took that in for a moment. Enjoying these bigger mountains off in the distance. I'll add to the clip from earlier with the 16-mile day includes one of the taller climbs we've had in what seems like months. It's at least 2,000 feet. I didn't check over the span of how far, but regardless, that's going to be a good climb. But that's the only hard thing of the day, and we actually start the ascent right at the shelter that is right around the 10-mile mark is at 9.8, and that's kind of at the toes of the climb. So we'll be looking at it for break and then doing it right away. Here comes Jax. Isn't that cool? The fence. About 500 miles left.
It says.
Right.
Okay, this is Jack's. So we have 500 miles left. Which will be a hard fight.
Probably shouldn't stand where I am too long, but this is pretty sweet. Alright, so the best example of a PUD just happened. PUD is a pointless up and down, and we were walking by this river back there. They took us all the way up here for nothing, right, to come back down here. We didn't go to a peak, nothing. I was just laughing on the way down, yelling down to Jax. I was like, why did we just walk up there? And he's like, classic PUDs. So there he goes, walking across the bridge. Oh, and we had Trail Magic a little while ago. There was a cooler out right at a road crossing. and we each had a Mountain Dew and a ginger ale. Canada Dry, I think. Maybe a Schweppes. It was no Verner's, but it was delicious. And if whoever left that out ever sees this, thank you. That was great timing for that, for us. And we enjoyed it for a few minutes. Now we're kind of starting the climb of Little Killington, which would then put us a little ridgy descent to regular Big Killington. But the shelter we're going to stop at for lunch, it's supposed to be a 10 by 10, which is 10:18 right now, so we failed. We're going to stop there for lunch and then do this big climb, 2,000 feet, probably only a couple miles. We might die doing it, but if not, I think we'll feel really accomplished. Oh, it's gonna suck. Can't wait. So somebody actually did do this year's mathematical 500-mile marker. Jack's just walked by it, but here's me with it. So it's pretty neat.
I don't know, man. 1.1, that's pretty far. Does that thing have water?
I think so.
Oh, good. This will be nice.
All the different states on this pile of rocks. Starting the ascent of Little Killington and Killington. We just had lunch at the shelter right at the foot of it. And yeah, now we're climbing. It's like 4-point-something miles, 4.2, with like 2,200 feet of ascension. So it's gonna take some doing, but it looks like an even climb the whole way. So I don't think there's anything crazy, steep along the way. Maybe a couple things. Get up and over that, refill the water, go 6 more miles. And then hitch a ride into Rutland for a resupply and go to the Yellow Deli. A small dent has been made so far. In mileage only, 1 mile down, but only like 400 feet of the total 2,100 something, but the number is shrinking. I'm climbing. So far it's not bad, but we haven't got to the steep stuff yet. So that is about to start after this little semi-level area. Well, I'm just working at this climb here, and 1,700. I'm sure we'll be seeing a couple more stick things, but yeah, here's me with it. And we're still working on Little Killington. About to cut up that way. And we'll be at the top of this shortly, and then ridge down, and then up to regular Killington. So yeah, here we go. Oh, why would I go this way? Not a huge view, but a cool shot. Basically as high up on Little Killington as we go. And then we go over to Killington, and there's a Blue Blaze Trail for the people that want to do the actual summit of that. I don't, but we will be on that mountain, near enough to the summit for me. These trees get pushed over. Alright, a little more climbing. Okay, this is what it looks like between the two peaks. Just kind of got up here and been walking on this level ridge between the two. And yeah, should be an easy rest of the ascension for the bit of Killington that we're doing, but hard part's done. Little Killington had all of that climb, but it felt good. Definitely took a couple breathers, little 10-second stops, but got up here pretty good time, because I'm trying to keep in mind, I'm ahead right now and you're only as fast as your slowest teammate, so we do have to wait for currently Rockstar to get to the final point, and he wants to do the Blue Blaze for the 4,000 footer, but we do have to get small resupply and get to the Yellow Deli at a reasonable time, but I think we will. It's still early and there's only like, I don't know, 6 miles left after the Killington Peak. It's 6 something, so I'll make quick work of that, I think. Alright, pretty much as high on this mountain as I'll be in elevation. It was like 3980, just a few steps back there. Just around the mountain is a shelter and the Blue Blaze Trail to the summit over here, for those that choose to do that. But I am glad that climb is over, but all in all, it wasn't horrible. Okay, this was Killington Peak. Well, not quite the peak. Rockstar's doing that. And this is the Cooper Lodge here. Bunks, picnic table. Okay. We got 6.3 left. Have about 1 mile left. This says about 100 and some feet of ascension, just with one little hill between me and the road. And then I'll wait for everybody to get there. I'm going to try to figure out a ride and get into Rutland as quickly as possible and get the chores done and hang out at the deli. So, yeah, getting close, almost done.